we start off practicing at 9 a.m. in the morning. We did a 4-hour session until 1 p.m. Then we eat lunch, and then there's like a small lunch break. We eat lunch, and then I go to the gym, do some sports and fitness, and then we come back. We do another 4-hour session, and then we eat dinner, and then sometimes I go to gym again for a small cardio session, and then we do extra 2 hours. That depends on the day. If it's too tiring, we only do 8 hours. But if we want to do more, if it's closer to the championship, we do that extra 2 and ended up with a 10-hour session.
It depends a little bit on how close the events are, especially now for F1 Esports. We practiced a lot, really a lot. The whole day from morning to evening was, we committed ourselves to the game, probably like 8 to 10 hours, have lunch in between, like an hour or two to chill, and then just grinded the game until the evening. And that's, we repeated that on a daily basis.
I think it's quite a unique experience because when I started F1 Esports in 2017, it was already a massive opportunity, but we never thought that we would race 4 Formula 1 teams, because in 2017 it was just we were just racing on our own. I was representing myself, not anyone else. So now representing Red Bull family and Toro Rosso, of course, is special because you're part of a Formula 1 team. So the way we practice, the way we do things change. We have to be professional.
I do sim racing for a living right now. Basically have the opportunity to practice as much as I need to. I don't have any other commitments. That helps a lot, especially when the competition gets this tough. It gets harder and harder every year. So I'm glad that I have that opportunity, so I can put in a lot of hours.
I basically started off with real racing when I was 6. I did motocross racing, then went to karting, then tested the Formula 4 and 3 cars, but I couldn't find a sponsor budget, so that's when I found sim racing. Did some sim racing, racing in F1 Esports since the beginning, since 2017. This year I had the opportunity to race again in real life in GT4 European Series. So now there's also a real life career going on, which was provided to me from sim racing, and I did all my practice in the simulator for the real racing. So it kind of helps each other. Real life racing helps sim racing, and sim racing helps real life racing.
There's definitely a big difference. I mean, if you're driving at home, you're obviously always going to feel more comfortable. You're in your known environment. Everything is the way you want it to be. And if you're on stage, it's obviously more difficult. You have people watching you all the time. You have the cameras on you. You have lights pointing at you. That is something that you cannot learn at home. You have to experience it. I'm doing F1 Esports for the 3rd year in a row. That is the only way I get better. I'm getting used to it. I'm trying to improve every time, trying to ignore the environment that I'm in, basically trying to get as close as possible to home to feel comfortable, but it's not easy. It's the same for everyone. I'm playing a lot of darts, hanging out with friends. Even my sim racing colleagues, I hang out with them a lot. We're chilling together, practicing together. They're some of my best friends. So that's pretty much how my life is right now.
I think it's the same for everyone. Anyone can do it, because so you have this event section in Formula 1 game, and no matter, like, you don't need to even have a wheel to join. You just have to click the button and have the game for it on any console. The only thing you need to have is the game. If you have that, you can join the elimination online qualifier process, and it takes a lot of time. Like I said, I mean, you need to be patient, because that's, I feel like, the key. You need to spend a lot of hours, and we're talking about a lot of hours. So if you do, let's say, 100 hours and you think you're slow, you're going to be slow, because there are people who've done over 1,000 hours. So it just takes time to get up there, but I think you should just be patient and keep practicing and practicing. If you don't make it this year, you can always start practicing for next year. So just be patient and keep grinding.